Hey Capricorn, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a part one of a two-part series for you. The first part is all about you. The second part will be about you and another person. Okay? All right, so we're going to start with these astrology cards. Kind of gives us an interesting perspective. And we're going to see how you're feeling about whatever this astrology card says as well. Whoops. Okay, so we have that. And then we're going to get into the tarot. Whoops. All right, so we've got the situation here, what you're manifesting, the details of the situation that you may or may not see, and then the guidance from Spirit. Okay, so let's see what we have here for you, Capricorn. We've got communication. That's interesting because I saw the Fool and the Eight of Wands pop out as I was shuffling. So for you, it might be right now about how you are communicating with people or what your nonverbal communication is saying to other people. All right, being aware of that. It might be that you are showing a different side of your communication. You know, you might be showing, like if you're normally calm and quiet, you might be showing a little bit more of an aggressive style of communication. Let's see, how are you feeling about this? Reflection. So you might be thinking about this. You might be realizing or thinking about, you might sense it, you might be sensing that you are changing in how you are communicating, how people are perceiving what you're communicating. Okay, what is this about? The Four of Swords. So there might be something in your life that is kind of in a standstill, something that isn't really moving. This is, both of these cards here are about reflection. Four of Swords is heavy in reflection energy, okay? But it also means that you're feeling like you're kind of standing still, that you're not moving. And you're not moving because something about the way you are communicating probably needs to be looked at. Okay, so what is it that you are manifesting here? King of Swords. Okay, very, very unemotional here. So that speaks to possibly how you are being perceived in your communication style. Maybe a little cold, maybe a little bit sarcastic, maybe a little bit witty, but it's like people might be describing you as a little bit cold in your communication right now. Why that's happening, I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. So what are the possible details around this? Queen of Cups. That's my card of love. This is Gemini energy. This is Scorpio energy. You know, you might be... You might be feeling like you might be realizing this. You might be realizing that, you know, that you're not communicating in your normal loving way, okay? That you might be a little bit cold, a little bit standoffish, or you might have a short temper lately. And I feel like the short temper is coming from this, from the Four of Swords, if that is you. What is the guidance here? Queen of Pentacles. That's your card. That's your energy. This is where you feel most comfortable. This is where, you know, there's something about the way you're communicating that isn't authentically you. And so it doesn't feel right. When it doesn't feel right, it isn't right for you. Okay? You know, what this Queen of Cups is about here, you know, this is about love. So this might be somebody that you feel like you're standing still with, that you're reflecting on, or it might be a situation that you love. It's a person or a situation that you love and you're feeling frustrated by with the communication. Your communication style might be reflecting. It's like you suddenly got comfortable with being a little bit cold, and it doesn't feel authentic to you. It doesn't feel like you're being a true, giving, authentic Capricorn right now, is what I'm getting here. Okay? So let's see. I want to take a look at the communication, the Mercury card here. And I want to look at that King of Swords. Four of Wands. So this is about communication with, I feel like it may be about something that you thought was going to be in your life forever, or it may be about a person that you thought was in your life forever. And because maybe it hasn't been, or this person hasn't been, or this person might be making you feel like you are just standing still, not really going anywhere, or a relationship isn't going anywhere. It's caused you, I feel like, to have some level of temper, some level of not communicating the way you normally do. King of Swords, Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is, the Ace of Wands is, you know, new inspiration, but you're communicating this new inspiration in not in the best way. Okay, and again, this can be about a person, it can be about a situation. There's something that, you know, you might have a feeling like you're not able to create something that you want to create, and it's causing you to be in that King of Swords energy. Again, you could be dealing with a Gemini, another Capricorn, or a Scorpio, but this is something that you thought was going to be in your life forever, or a person that you thought might be in your life forever, and I feel like there's frustration around the fact that they're not. We've got fours up here, which is about reflection. Okay, it's about taking a step back and taking a look at where you're at. Just because you might be in this energy now doesn't mean that that's where you're going, okay? But I feel the fives coming upon you. You know, the fives are chaos and conflict. It's almost like you're creating that because you don't like being in this four energy of feeling stuck in some way. All right, so let's take a look at the reflection and love. I almost feel like you're reflecting on the love that you used to have or that you used to feel. And you may not like yourself right now. That is kind of what I'm getting. You might not like what is coming out of you. Reflection, Lovers. Queen of Cups, Knight of Cups. Okay. So I do feel like, you know, this is frustration around a lover, frustration around a connection. It might be that you've had to keep a particular love or keep your feelings, keep your love quiet. Knight of Cups, a secret, you know. It's not something that you feel like you can embrace or create. So it's like you're projecting through this King of Swords, Four of Swords energy, your kind of pent up frustration. Four of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. So you are absolutely frustrated with how something is moving in respect to, I feel like, a lover's type of situation. Four of Wands, lovers, somebody possibly that you thought was going to be your forever person. Okay. There's definitely a connection here. You're reflecting on it. You're reflecting on it in a... You're reminiscing about this. So I feel like when you're in this energy, I feel like the King of Swords gets kind of put on the back burner. But when you're not in this energy, it's like the King of Swords just comes out of you. You know, the leadership qualities of the Capricorn, the structure of Capricorn, like if your structure has been thrown off, you know, if your routine has been thrown off, if, you know, and this is coming out in how you communicate. You know, if you thought something was going to be forever and maybe there was some communication around the fact that it's not going to be forever, or somebody said that to you, I feel like it's just brought up a lot in you. Queen of Pentacles is the guidance. I feel like the guidance is to get back to being who you are. Queen of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Yeah. You know, it's about getting back to being who you are. It's about making a conscious decision to go in the direction of how you feel best about yourself. Okay? Because I don't feel like you feel like you're at your best right now. Because you're manifesting, the way you're manifesting communication is very harsh. Could be very cold. In some cases, it could even be kind of cruel. Let's get one more here. One more on the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very, very slow energy. I feel like you're frustrated with the speed of something. The World. Okay, this is another one of your cards. Okay, so you're trying to manifest ultimately a satisfying, happy ending here, or a satisfying coming together with somebody, or a satisfying partnership that is just moving at the speed of a snail. Knight of Pentacles, the Star. So this is about somebody, this, you could be dealing with an Aquarius. This is about somebody that you consider, or that you've put on a pedestal, somebody that you consider to be, you know, your one true love. You might have stars in your eyes about this person. This person might be moving very, very slowly. But I feel like it's the style of communication that you're having lately, whether it's being cold and standoffish, or, you know, whether it's not being yourself, whether it's, you know, focusing on how things might have used to have been. It's like it's slowing everything down. Let's take a look at the Four of Wands over communication. High Priestess. So High Priestess is definitely speaking to very, very quiet. It's like nobody may be talking here right now. Nobody may be talking about what we want forever. The coldness of whatever is going on with you is coming out, is showing. Your frustration is showing here when it comes to a particular connection with somebody, and it's not making you happy right now. Okay? What will make you happy is getting back to being who you are, who you truly are, making a conscious decision to be who you've always been. Hermit. All right, so Knight of Pentacles and Hermit, both cards of Virgo. So I feel like the frustration is really coming from, you might be putting perfectionistic expectations on a particular person. And because they're not fulfilling those perfect expectations that you might have when it comes to this lover's connection, because they might be slow in how they move towards you, it's bringing out something in you that isn't pretty. The advice here is to choose to be who you authentically are, and maybe spend a little more time alone right now. Yes, this is a card of reflection as well, and reflection comes up here. I feel like it's really important to reflect on who you want, or how you want to communicate in the world, how you want to communicate to people. Because the way you're doing it right now is coming from a harsh, cold place that always says that there's fear. All right? You're not coming from where you were coming from at one point, which is a very loving energy. That's what needs to be reflected on. It is affecting a lover's connection that you have. So there's almost a need here to raise your vibration. It feels like your vibration has dropped, into kind of a sour place. And it is affecting a particular connection here with somebody that you consider to be, your heart's desire. Okay? All right, so let's get a couple of cards here. We're going to get a yellow card. All right, so what do we have here? Perfect timing. So we have that Virgo perfectionistic energy here. And then what do we have here? Perfect timing around a compromise. So it feels like I almost feel like it's you, when you're ready to compromise in some way here, that's going to alert you that this is the perfect timing around something here for you. Perfect timing around communication. When you get to the point when you're ready to compromise with something. I don't know what that is. Let's pull one card on compromise. Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is not a compromiser, okay? The Queen of Swords might mean something different to you. You might have labeled somebody a Queen of Swords. This is about cutting something out. And I feel like in this case, it's how you are communicating. If you're communicating in a bitter Queen of Swords way, an angry energy, it's time to get back to who you truly are and cut that stuff out. All right, Capricorn, that is part 1. That is what's going on with you. Part 2, we're going to talk about, the person that might be in your life or somebody that you're dealing with. Okay? All right, Capricorn, I will talk to you at part 2. All right, bye.